For a great little appetizer idea, I'm going to show you my extremely easy chicken phyllo triangles. This one is a fantastic recipe, especially for the kiddies when you want to introduce them to some spices, but it's not going to be spicy in regards to heat, so there's no chili involved in this. So to start with, of course, we have to cook some chicken, and I've got a beautiful chicken breast here. We've just coloured it on both sides in this large pan. See, it's nice and golden brown. And of course you want it to be cooked in the centre. So, you know, give it 2 or 3 minutes at least on each side. So I'm going to take that out of the pan now and just allow that to rest and just cool down slightly while we get the rest of the ingredients ready. So the pan's still nice and hot. You can see there's some bits in there that are nicely caramelised, and that's going to give our vegetables a lovely flavour too. So we'll just get some onion here. And what I've done, I've just grated that. I want to make it as easy as possible for us, and I want it to cook nice and fast. So we'll just get a little bit of colour on there. I'll also add some ginger, and I'll just grate that so it's nice and fine. Fantastic. And straight into the pan there. Give that a good stir. So there was already a little bit of oil in there, but I might add just a touch more here. You can use olive oil or some vegetable oil for this one. Not a problem. Okay, this is the beauty of this dish. You can use whatever vegetables that you already have in the fridge. So I had some carrots, of course, and I've just grated them. And I had a little bit of leftover cauliflower here. So I'm just going to add them to the onions. Again, we've cut them nice and fine, so that's been grated. And you know, it smells wonderful already. You know, those onions just fried off nicely. And you know, you just want to start the cooking process here, and that's why it's important to put this amount. I mean, it looks like there's not enough of the vegetables here for this large pan, but this is the reason why we're doing this, just so it cooks much faster. So that's looking perfect at this stage. And you know, the smell is a perfect thing to work out exactly when the vegetables are ready for the next stage of cooking. I can start smelling those onions, they're caramelized, so we're ready to go for our spices. So here I've got a teaspoon each of some cumin seeds, some mustard seeds, I've got a little bit of garam masala and a pinch of cinnamon. In that goes. And you know, this is really important when you're working with spices like this, just to cook them off, to toast them almost, just so we can really taste the intensity of them. And you know that they're almost ready when you really do smell each and individual one of them. So right now I can smell the cinnamon, I can smell the cumin, you know, and the mustard seeds are starting to pop. So I've just got some peas there, in they go. Looks good, yum. Okay, so that's just going to saute just for a few more minutes, and that just gives me enough time to chop up our chicken, almost shred that chicken just so it's the same size as our veggies. Straight into the pot with the chicken, and again, a last toss. All right, so you can see, big pan like this is really useful in the kitchen. In a matter of minutes, we've got everything nicely fried. It's all golden brown, ready to go. So I'm going to turn that off now. Allow that to cool, and you really do want it to cool before you start adding it to the phyllo pastry. So that gives me enough time just to finely shred some coriander. And look, if the kids don't like coriander, of course, you can use a little bit of parsley, or you can just leave it out completely. In it goes. We're going to turn the heat off, and we're just going to allow that to cool slightly. So the phyllo pastry, I love working with this stuff. It gives you that really wonderful crunchy texture. So I want to cut this in half because I'll use half of this. Straight down the middle like that. And the rest we want to cover with a damp towel. So that's the trick. With a damp towel, it'll last longer. And we'll just pop one of the sheets down. Give that a good brush with some butter, and I've just melted that in a pan. And we're going to do 2 layers here. So we just want to put a little bit of butter on the first one so we can sandwich it together. Okay, the next layer, on it goes, just like that, perfect. And again, a quick brush of that butter. All right, now we can start filling it. So 1 good tablespoon of this mixture, and just make sure that you've got some peas in there, the carrot, just all of that. And we go from one side, so corner to corner, and we just seal that off, and then we bring that across again, and again making sure that we continually press down. So across again, corner to corner, One more. And we just fold that little bit off. Just cut a little bit off there. A little bit of that melted butter. We'll pop that on the tray and then we'll continue making them until we've finished that mixture. Okay, 8 minutes in the oven, 180 degrees, and there you have it, our beautiful triangles ready to go. And the perfect accompaniment with this would have to be a little bit of mango chutney. And like I said, this is introducing kids to the spices, but of course they love a little bit of the sweetness. So this mango chutney really does work perfectly with this. And there you have it, simple appetizer, really yummy, full of flavour. My favourite part of this would definitely have to be the crunch. Oh, crunchy. Exactly the way they should be. There you have it. Yum, full of vegetables, chicken, and a little bit of spice. Phyllo pastry just works so well. So easy to do. Give it a go.